9 p.m. BST. It's time to salute the flag of Europa to continue our audio adventure coding. But first of all, let's check the Godot news. Let's turn down this. So what's new in Godot today? Let's have a little look. I thought we'd, seeing as we're doing this daily at 9 p.m, we'll have a little segment where we look at the news today. So let's see what's going on. So top rated 13 days ago. Godot Engine Dev Snapshot 3.2.2 beta. Happy days. New goodies for Godot coming our way. C# support for iOS. Happy. 2D batching for the GLES2 renderer. Re-architecture of the Android plugin system. DTLS2 support. ENet integration. Fix for the dangling variant bug. Don't know what that is. And so, for some people, exciting stuff. If you're running into this bug, it would typically be in situations where you check is instance valid and what you expect to be a freed instance. I haven't hit that one yet. And of course, tons and tons of little changes and tweaks. So fabulous. Hats off to the guys. Keep up the great work. What else have we got? 7 hours ago. Shields up. Cool. Nice. Little 3D shield interface. So you can see this little guy shooting areas of the shields. That's pretty cool. Don't even know where to start doing something like that. Tail Quest. Interesting. So what is our game? Tower Defense, puzzle platform, maybe Pac-Man. Wait, they don't know what it is. I thought it was Tower Defense. Of some kind. Platform element. Grapple, slash 'em. I submitted the game to Godot Wild Jam and then the website went down. Damn. I think it's gift cats down, is it? Oh, here we go. Cute. Everyone's doing this sort of hooking thing nowadays. It's pretty cool though. I think a very good example was taught by the GD Quest guys. That's what we got. Mobile Pokemon like RPG. Ignore the encounter bug, okay? So like no sound. Cool, alright. Bit to go, it looks nice. Oh, that's cool. Nice little encounter system. Prototype 2D sandbox game in Godot. My first game ever finished made with Godot. Feedback is welcome. Nice. It's cheese droids. Pretty cool. Good job there. Godot top-down shooter, tutorial 7, intro to node-based composition and how to refactor and organize a project. Ooh, who's doing that? JMBIV. Good stuff, mate. That looks good. That's new on the radar.
Top-down shooter tutorials.
Oh, we'll have to check this out. I'm not really wanting to do a 2D shooter, but if I wanted to, and it's certainly something that's I like that sort of genre. Let's subscribe to this guy. Turn on my bells. Give him a thumbs up. But we'll add this to watch later. Oh yeah, fantastic. So wait, that's part 1. Great stuff. Nice. I do love the Godot Reddit stream. Some cool stuff. Questions. Made this. Now we're back to yesterday. Oh, no, wait. New stuff. What's this? Bunch of units moved from A to B. I thought the stuff on the ground was going to move. Cool. Bit of pathfinding there, right? Cool. I made an automatic 2D pixel normal calculator. Ah, nice. That's so cool. I really fancied doing something like that, actually. I hope Godot build in some more support for that sort of thing. It works pretty well at the moment. pretty cool. That'd be awesome. And okay. Our Godot doc's a good place to learn GD script. Yeah. All right. Best place to learn is to get stuck in. I think the notes are pretty good. I went through them. In fact, I went through the 3D stuff on this stream. On our 3D section, I think it was like episode 30 onwards or something. I started looking at it, and it wasn't too bad. I thought it was going to be worse than it was. What's this combat progress? I've got to have a quick look at this. A giant banana. Banana! Oh, that's the weapon slashing. Right, okay. Cool. Very good. It's great to just post your stuff up, no matter how basic, just to get that sort of satisfaction of having sorted out a problem. At some point, maybe I'll post up a bit of what we've done so far here as well. But at the moment, I want to get it a bit further on. I've posted a few times on here, but just links to what Flappy Bird clone tutorial.
Hey guys, welcome to part 10 of this Godot.
See the end result.
Flappy Bird, the bird falls and tilts through it, nice, and then you can restart. And it's looking pretty good. We've got.
I don't need a tutorial to create a Flappy Bird clone. Okay, let's get cracking. So where were we? Let's get some atmospherics on the go. I'd really like to have some block rocking beats. Do I really care about the monetization? I've been a bit anal when it comes to YouTube and music, but maybe I should stop. Maybe I should just go full on Spotify right now and just say sod it. I mean, I'm not expecting to monetize any of the videos, so it's just that your email gets filled with all these like copyright claims, and my heart skips a beat every time it happens. So, plus, I thought at some point maybe I'd want to like remaster some of these videos just to show sort of where we went, and I wouldn't want to have like beats in the sound. So, anyway. Okay, so that was us doxing Ender Rifter, event management, avoid collisions, talking events, handle core sounds, creating pathing. Okay, that's interesting. We're going to come back to this, and that's important. So I'm going to jump over to this. So I just drew this earlier while we were waiting. So our NPC behavior. What do we want our NPCs to do? Well, we want our NPCs to behave whilst they are walking around doing their thing. So we might want them to interact with each other. We might want them to do things in particular locations. We might want to do things when the player arrives, say hello, Jove. We might want them to say something where they're moving, maybe they're whistling. And we might want them to do stuff where they're idle, like the board or waiting for something. I don't know. There might be more, but these are just some examples I was thinking of. So we're going to start looking at random stuff. So we're going to start with random movement, for which I have created a little bit of pseudo logic here somewhere. And then we're going to start looking at developing that out a bit. So let's see, where are we? I think it's in the red somewhere up here. Here we are. All right, add random movement. All right, let's start with this then. So, hello, Godot. Are we open? No, we're not. Let's open it up. Open up project. There's a bit of refactoring I wanted to do with the game as well. Still need to do that. At what point do you decide to refactor? Maybe just check to see if there's any changes. One real quick thing I'm going to do. I want to just do a clean hour today, so ignore that. Nothing else here. All right, fab. Okay, so so the first thing I want to do is get rid of this instance stuff in my scripts. Really basic. Let's see. Instance name. That's the one. So we want to replace this with a class check. Oops. There we go. Live screen. There we go. Right, yeah, so I want to replace this stuff because at the moment I've declared my exits as having instance names. I want to get rid of that. I just want to use a class name, right? So if I do that, and location, do that, and object, do that. It's item now, right? And object, location, exit, and character. All right. So 8-bit gave me a good example of how to check for an instant type, and it's just is, I think. Location map. Where is it? Where is it? Sure, it's somewhere. Oh, it's in the location script at the bottom here. Yeah. Right. So if node is exit. Okay. So we're going to find all the instances of instance name first of all. So instance name. Find all. There we go. That's not too many. So we're not using this one. Ah, why are we not using that one? That's spatial. But if we did use this one, it would want to be this. It's not exit. Next one, player. Let's replace that. Do that in a sec. Game, object. So that becomes is not item. Oh. Wow, I messed up that first one, didn't I? It's not node. Oh, I can't do it now. It's just exit, right? So game is object is not item. Oh. Wait a minute. Let's have a look at this. Is. Do I do that? Do I do that? Not? How the heck do I do it if not with an is? Put brackets around the whole thing. Godot is class. Godot check if not class. Is. Godot is. I'm not going to get it, am I? Just typing in is. Maybe I will. Is test whether the variable extends a given class. Is it not? Is. Nope. There we go. Well, okay. So let's go back to spatial. Fix that one. Exit is not exit. So exit is exit. I don't know if that'll work yet, but I'm pretty sure it will. So object. We've got this one. Super and character. Same as that one. All right. I'm surprised that's the only instance of it we've got. We're not really using it anywhere, but that's pretty cool. We're using this, but we're not actually setting it anywhere. Let's just set a player class for our player, shall we? So okay. Right, let's see if it still runs. It's all right. See you go. See you later, character. 4, 3, 2, 1, and it's away. Cool. We'll have to add an element of randomness to that as well. So if we go on the lift. Super. Oh, our AI just went up. We're going to go. They're all in the lift. Oh, they've all left the lift. Interesting that text comes up a bit early there, doesn't it? To fix the timing there. All right, super. Okay, so I think that's working. I'll just check the object interfacing.
Good evening.
Yeah, cool. Working. All right. Great. That was doing my head in, so got rid of that. Commit that. So fixed class names. Removed instance name. Boom. All right. Next up. So randomness. Okay. Let's close all the tabs. Where do we want to be? I think we want to be in character. So where do we want to be in character? Let's just take ourselves back a step. So if we look at our scripts, we've got character scripts, we've got Graham, and we can see Graham's schedule here. So let's copy Graham. We'll call it AI. We're just going to leave in that room. So we'll have Graham, and we'll have Jove. Ooh, no, Jove's not a good idea. Why would we call a character Jove? Let's rename him to Bob. So we've got Bob. Does Bob have any script attached to him? Try Graham. No. So we could attach a script to Graham, but Bob, but we're not going to at the moment. We'll just create an interaction script for Bob. But that's not going to do anything. Bob isn't declared. Yeah, so we don't need to declare Bob up here. So we'll bring Bob in. Character Bob. There we go. All right, cool. Bob is ready. Now, where are we going to put Bob? Let's put Bob in R&D. Super. So Bob is going to work in R&D. Bob's a diligent R&D'er. Graham, let's say Graham is your cat. So you've got a cat called Graham. I think that would be good. So first of all, Bob. What is Bob going to do? So we're going to duplicate this Graham script here. Duplicate. We're going to call it the Bob script. Okay, so Bob. What do you do? I don't want Bob to do much yet. I think Bob is going to just work all day and all night tirelessly. Work. And he will just basically move around R&D in the toilets. I'm going to move him on a 8-second timer so I can see him doing stuff. Might have him go to the lift as well. They won't go down it. So lift is elevator R&D lift. Okay. And ditch all that. That's all he's going to do. Super. And we missed that bracket there. Okay. Super. That's all Bob will do. Now we've got to assign that script to Bob. So we just pull this up here. Yeah, Bob will do that. Now let's create a script for the AI. So create a new script. Now we're going to duplicate that script. Call it AI. What's AI going to do? AI is just going to hang around. I think AI is going to be in the living area, in the study, in the balcony, and where else should we put them? That's all the areas around there, right? Balcony, study, living area. Yeah. So they'll just move around there. Again, random movement. Start time. Be nice if we didn't need a start time, wouldn't it? Like if start time is null, just do it. Just put midnight. And I'll do the same for whoops, wrong script. Same for this one here. Okay, so I know this one. Right, so the only one who's actually got a schedule is Graham the cat. Graham is a cat. Okay, super. Should we just let's create a new dialogue for our cat. So I haven't done this for a while. So what we're going to do, we're going to stroke the cat. Oh, text. Graham purrs. Great. Poke. Stroke. What else would you do with a cat? I'll do for now. Poke or stroke. Let's connect that up. Now we need to make sure the character exists. So Graham. Add. Graham. Graham purrs. Alright. And then now I wonder if we can do something circular here. Let's try it. So leave him alone. Okay. So that would require some sort of exit. So poke. We really want some sort of narration here, don't we? Still haven't worked this out. How do we do this? can do circular, just like this. So same again. So this will be stroke, Graham pers. Right. Cool. And is there an exit script? It's a repeat. Yeah. It's a start, but where's the end? Nothing. If we can do an end. Right. Let's just try that and see if it works. Leave him alone does nothing, basically. So Graham blinks at you. Graham ignores you, that's it. It's a cat after all. Right. So we export that. We need to give it a name. Call it Graham. Export. Do the path exported there. So now we can go load. And what's the way we did it again? Here. Open folder. There we go. So we take this Graham script, move it into our Godot folder. Projects, Sfodio, scripts, character scripts, and no, that's not, it's dialogues, right? Dialogues. Graham. Yeah, get rid of Graham test. See if that works. I need tweaking. So, Graham, dialogues. Oh! Oh! No dialogues. Why do we not see any? How did I do this last time? Maybe I had to click it. Yeah. Bob isn't declared. Yeah, that's fine. That's alt, right? Alright. So Graham starts off in the R&D department. So Graham's going to move back down to the living area. Super. And Bob is in R&D. Yep. And AI is in the study. Fantastic. Have we got an interaction for Graham? No, we don't. So we'll have talk. And we want to go into the game script and add. We've got it already. So that's super. So that should be ready to rock. I think. Let's try it out. See if it crashes. Yep, it crashes. So it's going to tell us the character doesn't exist. Non-existent function find. I've seen that one before. Could be something to do with the character itself. Final text find. Does it have at least one call for variable? Stocks look past rising US-China tensions to climb higher. Ooh, good news. It's always good. Yeah, okay, so last speaker equals null. I wonder if it's because we've not got a player here. If I just change this all to Graham, will that work? Let me just, it'd be great if I could set this just to save to the right directory. I can, let's do that. So the directory is this one here. So, return. Super, so now I can just export. Yep, super, that's updated, so I can just hit run now. Graham. Nope. What else could it be? Let's have a look at. Let's have a look at this one. AI is the character. Oh, character, is it? Oops. Why is not that loading? Tried to import a simplified export file. Please use a file saved with the save button. Oh no. It's like we've just seems like we've just killed the file. Is it because we're running the game? Try again. No. Oh, come on, guys, really? I've got to do it all over again. Ah. Well, in that case. Oh, that's cool. New stuff. That's good. What if any other settings are in here? Characters database. 3.08. Keep it coming, Matt. I want some other custom stuff, please, mate. Let's find start. Yeah. For big stuff. Okay, well, I don't know what I did, so I'm going to have to start again now. So, we're going to add a new character. We're going Graham. Add. That's Graham. Character's Graham. Dialogue. Graham ignores you. Now, you know what? It could be that we had player there. And it's like, who the hell is player? We do have a player object. Yeah, we do have player. He's not a character though. Maybe he should be. Okay, so Graham ignores you. So we have a poke. We have a stroke. We have a leave him alone. Leave Graham in peace. Okay, so let's just change it to Graham for now and see if that introduces the error. So poke. Hiss. Back to the start. Right. Then stroke per Graham. And then back to the start. And then leave in peace. It's not going to do anything, right? Which hopefully should exit. So we'll call this Graham. This time we're going to save it. So that also saves as JSON. Let's have a look at that. Maybe we don't support that version. Thought we did. Maybe that'll work. Oh no, there's a lot of things we haven't fixed there. Gotta turn off the sliding of the camera. Graham. Oh no, that should it. Let's try that. Run. Come on. Super. Yeah, we don't want to have that looping really, do we? We just want to end it there. Can we do that? Look at that. You can't. can't end something. Oh, no, that's annoying. Oh, there we go. Disconnect it like that. That's not too bad. Alright, so his per. Okay, so now we want the player to say it's not the player, it's Jove, right? So we need to add Jove as a player. And then type in. I don't know if that'll work. Maybe that's why we had Jove, because he was part of the conversation. He's like a character that never really exists. We just try that first and see what happens. Don't think it's going to work though. This is going to be where the find fails. Yeah, same error. Get face. Oh, okay, maybe player will work. That's good news. So our character script has this stuff, right? Face, color, voice, pitch, interaction script, behavior script, etc. But our player doesn't. Our player script lacking all that. So if we add that stuff in, we don't need a behavior script. Don't need an interaction script. We might want a face. Okay, so got a player now. We can pick a face. It's just going to be the usual. Now it's got a color. Okay, let's try that. Oh. Null instance. Current speaker. So current speaker. Is empty. So basically, whatever happens here, it's not finding player. It would need to move player here. I don't know if player's ever used, so maybe that'll work. Let's try it. Yeesh. What did we get there? Oh, it's just it's trying to reference players, the player object. So what I did before is I duplicated one of our characters here, changed it to Jove, and then no location, no script. No interaction. Don't know if we can do that. Are we allowed to do that? Is that okay? Make sure that's ignored. Set schedule. Check schedule. Right. If we're building up character list, get children. Yeah. So if character dot name equals Jove, continue. Let's just ignore Jove every time. Happy days. Right. So we've got a Jove character now. It doesn't exist anywhere. He's not player, but he's a placeholder. So now if we go back to this, we're going to go to characters. We've added Jove, so now the player is Jove. Graham is ignoring me. Cool. All right. Should be all we need. On that. Talk to Graham. Excellent. Okay. Oh, all off at the same time. Super. All right. That's good. That's good, good, good. So, back to character. So, close all other tabs. Let's commit that. So we have introduced, so split NPC scripts. Jove is now a character, but must exist as a character. Doesn't have to, it's so messy, but hey. Graham test, we can delete, yep. Graham JSON is added, game scene added. Super. Oh, excuse me. Coffee time. All right. Close that now. So we want some kind of randomness now from our script here. Got 20 minutes to do it. Let's do it. So I've got a good idea that this randomness is going to happen when we decide to move. Now we should probably decide what does the try move? Where do we do the try move? Try move. And check behavior. So this is probably where we want to do it. We check when they last moved. If it's time to move, we can say if character is random movement, then update path. All right, so let's just have a look at our code here. To add random movement, we want to roll the dice and see which location the NPC would move to next out of a set of locations. We generate a random destination from our set, including our current location. Generate a sequential path to the next location, which will take one move, then we generate the path again. Okay, cool. So this is the one move here. So actually, if it's random, we're going to set that index to 0 and then reset the path again. So that's interesting. So actually what we need at the moment, we've got a path. And so essentially what we're doing is we're just jumbling up the path. That's all we're doing. Rejigging the, that's not going to work though. It needs to be a, okay, so temp path is no good. Oh no, that might work, yeah. Temp path should work. No, it won't. This whole concept of path now is kind of redundant. We need like a set of locations, and the path is defined from that set of locations. So I kind of want to reword this stuff. Pain in the ass. Path route's good though. Not using it though. We should be using path route. Pretty sure of that. Are we using it anywhere? Probably not from the underscore. No. So we should be using this. Probably should make it open. So it should be this, right? Path route should be the one we're working on. So we're building up our path route. So the path is always stored, and the path route is updated. So now we need to step through the path route based on the path index. So let's look for use of path here. So try and move should be that. Path index should be looking path route. Now we just got to make sure path route gets updated. Where we generate the path, whether it's sequential or not. Actually, yeah, sequential. It will always be sequential for our random routes. So, where is it? Here it is. Oh, that's not it. Here it is. So we're using temp path at the moment. Updating path route. Yeah, so that should still work. So let's just comment this out. Run that. Oh, get index 0. Path array, base array. So I think that's going to be telling us that path route is nothing. Yeah, there's nothing in it. Who's that for? Player? Who's the current player? That is... oh, God's sake. Who is it? Graham. Let's have a look at Graham's script. Graham starts in the living area. It's only got the living area. Static. Okay, so we need to do a check to see if it's static or not. And update path route. There we go. So that should be path route. That should be path route. No, that should be path. We're checking. We're checking there to make sure that the path is the information that the user's passed in is correct. So path route equals. If it's static, it's just going to equal path, right? Right. So that should work now. Stuff. AI. Is that going to go to the lift, I think? Oh, crashed. Same error. Who's this one for then? So Bob in R&D. Yeah, Bob, what's going on? Let's have a look at Bob's script. Random. Right, so we haven't got a random set yet. So let's go back to character. Go back to static. And so do we want to do a random? Don't care how many nodes it has. We're going to just assign the path at the moment. It's only when it loads though, right? So it's only once the behavior is loaded. We'll do something with it. So let's see if our AI comes to us. Now. Oh, Graham's here as well. The cat is here. Isn't the cat supposed to be static? Graham. Oh, Graham's still pretty crazy. Oh, Graham's on his way to R&D. Jeez, that's probably not a good idea. That's all right. Fine. What about the AI? I thought the AI was just gonna... What the hell's the AI doing there? Oh. Looks like maybe there's some kind of issue with the separation there, because they shouldn't move together. They should have completely different behaviors there, right? So they both moved. Oh. AI. I've got a script assigned. AI.gd. There we go. That's behavior script. Super, there we go. Did I set Bob's? Yes. Graham's, yes. AI's, yes. Cool. Alright, so now we should just get AI here in a sec. Working away from the study, right? The AI will now be in the living area, and now the AI will be here. Graham? Yeah, that's right. Not the AI. And off he goes. Right, okay, cool. So, got a bit of carpool tunnel starting. Jeez. So that's great. That seems to be working. So back in here, now we need to get this random element working. So down to our commented out code. Yeah, so the current's movement. So if movement type's random, then we need to generate a new path for our dude. So it is. Do something a bit like that, but we're not going to do that. Okay, so first of all, how do we generate this? So we've got to decide, we've got to get the current location, which is, so that's line 218. So that's that. We might already have it, but we might not, so. Should give us a name. So. Okay, so path 0 is going to be the current location, right? And then the second location, we'll call it target random target. So now they're going to step towards some place in the set. So now we need to work out what that is. right? And then we got to update path route like so. And then we've got to set path index to 0. Cool. All right. Okay, so we've got to create a random, pick a random target from our path set. So I'm sure a million people have done this before. Godot get random number, integer, based on array size, right? Let's have a look. Randy. Right, rand I, modulus 10. So we have to use randomize first. Ping that. Okay. And so we do want rand I. So we want rand I modulus and then the size of the array, path size. So that's our index for the next location. So it could be the current location, which means they just stay where they are, right? So random, you don't need random target now. We just need path, and then which element of path do we want? Oops. That element of path that we just worked out. Yep. Now, I do like to sort of break this down, make it a little easier to read. So I read that back like a month from now. I'm going to be like, what the hell did I just do there? Jesus. So that's more efficient, I think, just doing that. But this is, yeah, we'll just do this as well. Random index equals that. Random target node location. Right, and then I can just plug that in there. So now I know it's a random index. It's just a bit cleaner to read. Clean reading, that's what we're after. So we've rolled the dice to see which location we'll do. Create a set of locations, including our current location. Should be it. Yeah, okay. Index. I think that's it. Super duper. Did I use random target? I don't think I did. No, cool. Right, okay, so what's that going to mean? It means that Bob now in R&D should be moving between these two targets every 8 seconds. And I have him moving every 2 seconds, the poor guy. Someone spiked his drink. Into the lift. Oh, crashy crash crash. Okay. I forgot. Path route creates a list of the get route by name returns nodes, not strings. So last time we did this, we then have to do that and update the path route. So back down to 218. Same thing here. So we store temp path in here, and then we get the node needs. So that's cool. Right, there we go. Here we go again. So we're going to head up the lift. Get that glitch. We're going to go to floor 1. No, we're not. We're going to go to research and development. Bob was there for a second. Bob up here? No. Okay. Ooh, got another crash. What have we got? Invalid index 0. And so let's see what happened there. So this is a random movement, presumably. Path route, for whatever reason, is empty. Path route is indeed empty. That means temp path is probably empty as well. Yeah. Which means this didn't return us back a path. It failed. Path, is it empty? No. Path has 3 targets in it, all of which exist and are spelt correctly. Super. Player.current location. Player.current location is a node path, not a node string. So we need to get the path from that. That's line 217. So it's .name, right? Alright, let's see if that's any better. What have we here? Market's closed. Stocks look past rising US-China tensions to climb higher. This is all very good news for the economy, folks. We will do some trading, streaming later. Oh, crashed again. So, index name failed. Ah. I'm wrong. Get current location node is supposed to just return a string. So that's wrong. So that wasn't the problem. So let's put a debug there. Who's the character? Is it Bob? It is indeed. So I'm going to do a check here to say if name equals Bob, friend debug. I'm just going to go into the debugger here. Okay. So every time we process Bob here, we're going to debug. Shouldn't take us long, and we're off. So we know it's going to be random because we're already in here. So we step in and we generate a temp path. Let's have a look at temp path. Temp path, right? Super. So it's telling us we go from. That's interesting. Is this Bob? Bob's going from the living area to elevator Oh, no, it's not player current location, it's the NPC's current location. Jeez, oh, right, okay. So, I keep forgetting. Doing that all wrong. In fact, a lot of my pathfinding is wrong. It's based on player. It's the same, but it's just get current location, right? It's just without the player. What about this one up here? Should we just get current location as well? Any more uses of player down here? NPC. NPC. NPCs. NPC. NPCs. Super. Move. That is relevant there. Yeah, no, that's correct. Should be player. Right, okay. Check, take 2. Okay, I'm just going to keep running it. See if we get a crash. Did we hit an error? What if? Ooh. Stop. Try again. Turn off the debug. And it crashed. Ooh, it's not letting me in there for some reason. Not happy. So debugger, check behavior. Condition data is true. Return to string name. Okay. I'm going to stop it right there. Hit play again. This time we should hit the debug first. Excellent. So I'm going to step over. Right. Okay. So what's path route here? Path route. Elevate R&D. So I don't think that's right. I don't think get location's right there, right, either. Oh no, it is. That's for exits. Just node.name, right? I think. Yay. No, that's right. Temp path creates a list of exits. So what's temp path set to? Let's have a look. Elevate R&D. So our random index was a random index. Two. Okay. And the second item of our path array was elevator R&D. So based on the player's current location, the NPC's current location, the NPC only has to move once was to try and move into here. So path route is 0. Yeah, it's got 1 in it, so it's the size of 0, so index 0. And path index should also be 0, so that should work. There we go. Super. So Bob should now be in, let's check, Bob should now be in the elevator. So characters, Bob, current location, elevator. Fantastic. So we run that again, keep running. And here we are again. And we're in, and this time path index is still 0, and our path route's 1. Living area. Now that's not right, is it? Oh, this is the AI. Okay, super. Let's carry on. Excellent. Okay, so do have some errors there. I wonder where that's getting caused. Look at that. Extracts a node from an absolute node path. Okay, so we haven't crashed here, have we? Shouldn't have. No, we're still going. So now, this is back to Bob. Oh yeah. Bob, where are we going next? So Bob has 1 location to go to. It's R&D. He's currently on index 0. Off he goes. We're good. Bob's now in R&D. Who's this? AI. AI moved as well. Alright, so I don't see anything wrong with that. Let's just try again. Turn off our debugger. Seems to break when the behavior tree kicks in, right? No? Alright, everything seems to be alright at the moment. Our AI is doing the shuffle. We need to see where, to show where the AI is leaving to as well. Okay, so that's all working. Is our AI a random mover? I think it is. Oh, crashed. Gotta crash. It took a while. So it must be something. Maybe it's an element of our randomness here. A lot of these errors. We've not got a specific error. Focused on Bob again. He's in the toilet at the moment. So let's have a look. So this failed. Path route set to 0 again. Isn't that weird? Oh! No? That's okay. So temp path. Yeah, let's have a look at path. Path is still 3. Great. So so temp path didn't returned us back something invalid. Returned us back something empty. Based on get current location node and this random index. So let's just do a little test here. So we'll just do a little print. We'll catch this next time it comes out. So we're going to say if temp path dot size 0 print failed on location, comma, and then we'll put in this. And what's the last thing? Target of that. Incidentally, what is random index? Maybe that's the error. Maybe that's the issue. Random index is set to where is it? What the heck? Where's random index? Random index is missing. Because we're out of the scope now, I think. Tried to do the try move. So, okay. So maybe that'll fail. Let's see anyway. Right, off we go. Just wait for it to crash. And check our output. Debug. Here we go. Let's check our output. Okay, so it looks like it fails when it tries to move from one place to the same place. Not sure why. I'll just pause it there and check. I'm sure we've got defensive code for that exact circumstance. Let's just keep doing this. Can't seem to move it once it's in debug mode or highlight anything. Really close it. There we go. So, right, so we're here in the debugger. So at the moment, random index is set to 0, which would be R&D. So, and the current location is R&D, right? So, of course, it returns no path. Right, okay, that makes sense. So, path route, size equals 0, greater than 0. Okay, so only try to move if we have a valid path. Super, there we go. Now, clear that out. So we did have a check for it, but the problem is that our pathfinder is like, well, you don't need to go anywhere, so it makes sense. I've got another error. Oops, open close brackets. Look at that. Did you mean size? Alright, so now we're going to go into the lift, up to R&D, exit the lift. And here's Bob. Bob's off into the toilet. Bob's back from the toilet. Bob's back into the toilet. Bob's out the toilet. Bob's off again. Now we go to the lift. Oh, blah, 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 not allowed to exit. Yeah, we don't. stop the user from going anywhere. But at least we can see him coming in and out of the toilet, right? There he is. And he's out again. Hey, did you hear him? I think he went to the lift there. Ooh, what's happened? There he is. Wait, let's see it. Did that work? Maybe it's just a sound effect. I'd love to hear it so we could hear the lift. And maybe we could hear NPCs moving from 2 locations away. So if the NPC is like far enough away, you can hear the footsteps in the distance. Bloody cool. Okay, so we've got random movement working. That's fabulous. So we're ready to do NPC behavior next. So added random movement. Characters can now randomly find. Fabulous. Just before we commit that, Bob's moving a little bit too fast for my liking, so stick for the old. We'll go for 6 seconds. And AI 8 seconds. Yeah, let's go for something a bit more leisurely. Graham stuck in there for ages. And then off he goes to R&D. And then at 8:01, he'll also move randomly. That's pretty cool. Let's just check that's working. So up until 8 o'clock, Graham the cat stays here. Then Graham will go into the lift area. So let's go and see. Here he comes. Now. Now. Right, and then in 8 seconds, Graham's going to go up the lift to the R&D department. Going to beat him up there. There he is. And Graham should go into R&D. With Graham. And now Graham should be frequenting the toilets once every 120 seconds. So we can see that's working nicely. Oh my god, that's so good. Oh, let's see if our interaction with Graham's working correctly as well. Graham's ignoring me as usual. Poke. It's cool. Sweet. Alright. That's fantastic. I am one happy chappy. Awesome. Right, 25 minutes over. I think we did pretty good there. So I think that's it for tonight. Thanks for joining me if you did. If you're catching up on YouTube or Twitch, then thanks for watching. Like and subscribe, please, if you enjoyed it. And I'll try and keep you entertained with more Godot news at the beginning of each session, followed by a bit of coding. And I will catch you tomorrow, presumably Thursday. Catch you tomorrow at 9 p.m. BST again. Same time as always. Thanks again, guys. Have a good night. Take care of yourselves and each other.